Discovery video 116, and we're at Hollywood Park. The race condition here I've highlighted is maiden claiming 30,000. That's a 4-star preferred race. I'm here on the main page. I'm going to log into the free area. Click on Discovery Video, link, banner, or button, big red arrow. Now this is my listing. Value, odds, and overlay preferred races. In preferred races, I have a much better than average chance on getting the high-priced value, odds, or overlay winner. So my 16 years of research has shown me. Now of this list, there's 3 conditions that are highly rated and 4 stars for maiden claiming races. Claiming races that are conditional claimers. This says CLM, the claiming price, and some kind of number or letter to the right of the claiming price makes it a conditional claimer. That's 4 stars. And then turf races. Okay, of this group here, those 3 are the highly rated conditions, and I focus on them. Okay? Now, what I like to do is I like to look at a sequence of races. For example, normally I would look at, like, say, the first 4 races, or the sequence of the first 4 races, and see what is offered to me. Here in race 1 is a 12-5 claimer. At Hollywood Park, that's considered a low-level claimer. So that is a regular preferred race, not 4-star. Okay? And then the second race is a maiden claiming, 4-star, and it has 2 value odds horses. The third race is a turf race. That is 4-star preferred, however, no value odds horse. And finally, the fourth race is a maiden special. It is preferred, but not 4-star preferred. So, the best race in the sequence of the first 4 races is the second race. Okay? Being 4-star preferred with value odds horses. Now, on down to that. What to do when you got 2 value odds horses? First of all, like I said, we've already clarified the race. Now we're looking at the 2 value odds horses. What is going to determine how I play this race? Okay. Remember that the rule is you want the highest rated horse at the highest odds. And if that horse is both the same, if the horse is rated higher than the other one and has the highest odds, that's what you call a perfect condition. Now, here's how the odds looked near post time. All right, coming up. The 9 all squared away, favored at 3-2. The 11, Gnome, our first time starter, special criteria here, was going off at 30-1. Traweek, the other value odds horse, is going off at 16-1, and Have a Cigar 3-1. So here's your Group A horses. Obviously, the 2 value odds horses are going off at the highest odds. Now, how you handle that, like I said, highest rated, highest odds. If you stick to that, in the long run, it pays off. Now, what I do in a situation like this, I'll key the higher priced, higher odds horse. Like I said, that's the rule. The other horse, if the odds are good enough, 16-1, I'm going to put a win bet saver just in case the 2 wins. But I'm telling you, in the long run, it pays off to go with that higher odds, higher ranked horse. Now, yes, sometimes that 16-to-1 shot will win. As a matter of fact, he almost won this race. We got another head bob that came our way. But I just want to make clear to you that you understand, in the long run, everything that I do is for the long run, for long-term profit. Okay, all of my rules and all of my methods have come to me through the 16 years of research, comparing these reports to the results and the races of every track. Now, we see Nome at 30-to-1, the first-time starter. Traweek is 16-to-1. And I like to know, at this point, what's the story of the horses or horse that I'm interested in. Well, like I said, Nome is a first-time starter. Okay? Let's go back here. As you can see here, first-time starter. Now, and there's also, let me see, there's 2 first-timers in the race. However, Nome was the only one of the 2 to get rated up here in the 2nd position. It means it qualified for one of our special criteria for first-time starters. Part of that is the workout points. As you can see, I've highlighted here 111. A 100 rating is my perfect workout points. 105 in Southern California. So 111 is considered a lot of action. Workout points measures the frequency of workouts, the distance of workouts, and the pattern of workouts. It does not measure at all the time or speed of those works, just the pattern. And obviously anything over a 100 is a lot of action. So Nome has been given a lot of attention. And this is one signal that a trainer is very well meant for a horse to run at first asking. Combine that with certain things that you don't see an icon for. For example, Minister's Wildcat. Most people have never heard of this sire. But as we go generation to generation into rating these sires for an all-weather track that Hollywood Park is, it comes up with a rating. This is along with the workout points and the trainer combination is why Nome was picked 2nd in here. Like I said, there's not an icon for some of this stuff. But when you see the first-time starter pick 2nd, you know. Okay? That's telling you this one qualifies. Okay? Why did they not bet Nome? Why did Nome go off at 30-to-1? That's the next question I ask. And the answer is, the betting public, for the majority, does not know how to handle first-time starters. They do not have, as a whole, as a majority, they do not have a proven method for gauging first-time starters. Therefore, they are more apt to just simply not bet them. That's the approach that most horse players will take to a race like this. They'll throw out the 2 first-timers, try to handicap whatever's left. Okay? That's how the majority of the horse players deal with a situation like this. And we have caught numerous, umpteen first-time starters at between 20 and 30-to-1 or higher, over and over and over and over again, at all various tracks. I believe that my first-time starter criteria is absolutely the best I've ever seen, and I've researched everything. So, getting down to the bet. Remember the rule: highest rated, highest odds. In this case, Gnome is both of those. So at 30 to 1 and Traweek at 16 to 1, I will bet a saver win bet on Traweek, because in the long run I know that going with the higher odds, higher rated will pay off for me. So a saver win bet on the 2, and I'm going to key the 11 as my key horse. I'm going to single the 11. And 30 to 1, first bet, win bet, before we do anything else, even if we're going to play other exotic wagers. I always get the win bet down first, because you got a 30 to 1 shot. You don't want to be caught with a trifecta ticket only and miss the 30 to 1 winner. Although our method, my proven strategy, paid off in this race. We did hit the try and the super and everything else, but I like to put a protection in and put the win bet down first. Some people will only bet to win, and that's fine. Some players with big bankrolls, some players with smaller bankrolls that are growing, they will play maybe just to win. It's a very good conservative approach. But the way I have my strategy is, I'm guaranteed a win bet and an exacta, and in this case also a double, because the second wager after the win bet, a $10 to win, second wager is the exacta, and I wheel my horse in the exacta for $2. So that would be a $2 11 all exacta. If it's a double race, I also wheel doubles. This is rolling doubles. So we've got the double coming in which we know it's a 4-star preferred race with value odds horses, and the double going out, a rolling double. So if my horse wins, I'm guaranteed the win bet, the exacta, and the double. Okay? You see how I have structured this to where if my horse does win, I'm collecting. Now, trifecta as follows. The 11 is singled on top, all by himself. Second position, 9, 2, 5, 12. The rest of Group A and the top horse in Group B in that second position. All for third, 10-cent super, all for fourth. Your pick 3 wagers. Single the 11. Who are we going to play in the other 2 races? And remember, the other 2 races were not as highly rated as this race. The other 3 races, the race previous to this, the race after, and the 4th race, all were not rated as high as the second race. So, in the second race will be my single at high odds, and in the other 3 races, the other 2 races of the pick 3, I play simply Group A, which in this case 5634 51 9835 81. Preferred race, not 4-star. So these are the races that are not rated as high. I play the Group A horses, and then in the one special race I single my high odds key horse, and that's how I play the pick 3s. Okay, pick 4, etc., etc. Now, the finish was 11-2-9. Textbook. 11. 2. Value odds exacta. Top pick 3rd. Okay. We got up by a nose, and this year we have caught so many bobs of the head. Now these can go any direction. And also disqualifications. We got disqualified the other day at Tampa, and I can't remember the last time that we got disqualified and had a horse taken down. We have been on the receiving end of these things all year long, as well as the finish positions, getting the nose, the bob of the head going our way. It's amazing how positive that has been for us this year. We are getting the head bobs. And we have it here, value odds horse first and second. We're collecting 65.80 was your win mutual. $2 exacta. Remember, I play $2 exacta. So that makes a $1,200 value odds exacta. Also, we caught the trifecta, obviously. Look what it paid for $1. Real nice. Here's all the payouts here. $10 win bet, 329 bucks. The $2 value odds exacta, like I showed you there, 1,281.20. Not even near the biggest exacta we've hit this year. Biggest exacta this year. There were several of them we hit for 2,000 or right around the 2,000 area. Now 1,200 is not worth sneezing at. Obviously, that's a nice exacta, but it's not anywhere near the biggest we've got for this year. The dollar try, like I showed you there, 2,685.20. Anytime you can get a 10-cent return on a super over 1,000, consider that a very, very nice victory. The 10-cent super for 10 cents a dime returned 1,109.49. Both daily doubles and the rolling doubles, 402 and 298. And we hit a couple of dollar pick threes, 633.60, 561.70 with the Group A horses in the other two races. Total return, $7,399.99 in this very short Hollywood meeting. As the meet comes to an end, Santa Anita will be opening the day after Christmas. And in the previous Santa Anita meet, we lit it up big time. So, looking forward to Santa Anita. This Hollywood meet was kind of short. We were just getting rolling here. But all in all, if you're going to do it all at once, that's the way to do it. And see, that brings me to the next thing I want to talk about. There's three elements to long-term profit as a horse player. Obviously, the handicapping aspect. Now for you, all you need to do is learn how to read the reports and watch my videos and listen to what I say and explain to you my methods. You just need to learn how to read these reports. That's the handicapping part. The second part is my proven wagering strategies. How I play the exacta, the win bet first, the doubles, trifecta, pick threes, etc. The third is money management. We can't just be willy-nilly throwing money in every direction. We need to manage our bankroll, manage our money. And I would say that most horse players do not do this. You have to set a certain percentage of your total bankroll, of your horse racing bankroll. We want to set a certain percentage of that as a maximum. And if we have a smaller bankroll and we need to grow it by win bets, this is how it's done. Your bankroll will be growing. But we need to have a money management in place so that we can get from one hit to the next hit. As a matter of fact, there was a 60 some odd dollar top pick winner at Fairgrounds on this day. But the Hollywood Park race I thought was a much better learning tool, so I made the video on this particular race here. And that's it. Video 116 in the books. Thanks a lot for viewing. I suggest you watch these videos more than once and absolutely listen to everything I say, because what I say is very, very, very important. There's a difference between watching the videos and watching and listening and comprehending and absorbing. So absorb what I say. Watch the video 2-3 times, because I say a whole bunch of things that you can make money with, a whole bunch of different things. So you don't want to miss anything. Remember, there's a lot of time and research behind all of this. So, all right. Thanks a lot. And as always, good luck with all your bets.